No funny business. I don't want to see these spectacles being used for something untoward. Right?
Hey, Dorian. Trust me, this is going to go super well.
You sure about that? You hear that? Chaos reborn.
No, it's just them messing around with some funny options, I swear. After awakening an object for the first time, you get to speak with them here. You get to speak with each object once per day.
We get a little knackered by using this newfangled date viator rubbish, you see.
Sometimes when you reach a certain level of affection with a dateable object, your relationship status changes. There are 3 statuses: love, friendship, and hate. Love can get you towards some really special paths for those you are truly interested in.
But it's not necessarily the best of the options in my mind.
Dorian is a big defender of friendship.
If everyone were friends, the world would be an awful lot safer in my opinion. I've seen the complications of love. I've lived through the jealous quarrels of hate. A true bond is one between 2 friends with none of those intricacies of romantic tension.
That's our bouncer Dorian talking, but you can go toward whichever one you like. Even hate, which isn't my fave personally.
You speaking of Reggie?
Ugh, don't remind me.
Human, you seem like a good sort. So, we'll be friends. For now.
Feels good, yeah? But friendship gets you even more than that. I call it Specs Points. Take a look at this cool personality chart. Number go up. Each dateable object has points to give whenever you achieve an official relationship status with them. Get more of them to be able to choose some more advanced options.
You wear it well. Trust me. I can see even though I'm facing the other way.
You can check out your Specs Points on your phone, which... Wait, we gotta talk to your phone.
Duty calls, love.
Bye, Dorian. Take out your phone and then shoot my beams while it's out.
A beautiful stranger with a dazzling smile appears in front of you, shooting you a knowing wink. She turns that megawatt smile your way, and it feels like the sun is shining only on you.
Hey there! Ooh, I like it much better up here where I can see your face. Your life just got a whole lot better. That's what. Of course, to really enjoy it, you're gonna need someone to show you how things work. Hello!
Hey there!
Oh, you must be Skylar. Glad we've got the human on board with the latest tech from Valdivian.
I've been doing a little tutorial with her about how things work.
Oh, well, my sweet human. Lucky for you, I've got a gap in my schedule and a soft spot for that lost puppy look. Aw, yeah, that's the one. It is. Anyway, I installed some apps on your phone that are only accessible when you put on your glasses. Bring out your phone, put on the glasses, and you'll see some new ones. One of them is an app Skylar made called the Data Dex.
It's my way to keep track of all sorts of fun info about us dateable objects.
Because there are a lot of us around this house. Ooh, you know what? Maggie the Magnifying Glass also just dropped a really cool app. Ooh, gotta run! Another
Bye, Phoenicia!
There's a distinct air of mystery to the private eye that stands before you. She reminds you of the old detective serials your parents used to watch. She gives you a scrutinizing glare through her magnifying glass, one eye comically enlarged. It's especially goofy looking to see it on someone with glasses.
Well, well, well. What have we here? Aha! I think I've seen a description for someone wearing just such a fantastic red shirt. You're not a suspect, are you? Very suspicious behavior, this not knowing.
Maggie, it's our human's first day talking with us. Go a little easy on her.
Interesting. These glasses come in from the outside and are already trying to influence my case?
Trust me, this human has a lot of potential to make this house a better place.
Doubt it. Regardless, as you are the human, I should give you a way to track down all the suspects yourself to keep you on my side, hopefully. I call this feature Rumors. It's installed on your phone.
Ooh, that tickles.
Unlike Skylar's Data Dex that gives you the lowdown on those you've already met, Rumors, it's good for rounding up suspects, tracking down evidence, and getting a sense of the household scuttlebutt. It'll be tough, but worth it.
The more you find,
Take a look at Rumors in your phone. It'll help you find your way to your last dateable for good luck, Gumshoe.
It's getting late. Who should be the last one we talk to before I run out of charges? Oh, check out that rumor Maggie gave you if you need ideas.
Standing here in your bedroom, you're struck by the realization that it's been entirely too long since you had anyone near your bed who wasn't, well, you. How strange, then, that the beauty standing before you feels so familiar, even though you're certain you've never seen her in your life. She's all curves and comfort, a soft body and softer facial features that seem to invite one closer subconsciously. She's positively enchanting.
Hey there, stranger. Because you do. I'm Betty, and I'm your bed. We've been sleeping together so many years, it would be a little weird if you didn't know me, don't you think? A beautiful bed, anyway. It's a shame for someone as cute as you to be alone for so long, isn't it? Will you be bringing someone back here anytime soon? Don't you worry. I have a strong feeling that'll be changing soon. Oh, by the way, Skylar told me everything. But don't you worry, I might be here now, but you can still sleep in your bed just like you always do. You can choose to talk to me or not. But I do hope you'll come talk to me. It'd be nice to finally get to know each other. Oh, but I already know you, intimately. But I suppose it wouldn't hurt to know more, would it? Well, anyway, I'll be here. See you tonight. I can't wait.
Sorry, I'm late. I took a look at rumors and got caught up in some real head scratchers. We can talk about it later. Today, I kept you on a tight schedule.
Oh, come get comfortable then. Good night.
See you tomorrow. Good morning. Are you ready to start getting to know everyone around here better? Maybe finally find some love? I would suggest following up with Maggie next. As a detective, she'd have some good places to start. You did yesterday, but today is a whole new day, and I'm fully charged. But really, there's no going wrong here. Talk to anyone you want, in any order you want. You're basically in a big, huge sandbox open for you to... Except instead of sand, it's your house. And instead of a box, it's also your house. Huh. Any other questions? That might be it for this little Date Viators tutorial. But I think we're gonna see a whole lot more than we ever imagined pretty soon. Don't worry, unless...
It's hard to tell, but you can barely make out the faint sound of your dishwasher turning on.
Well, happy dating!
Before you see them, you can feel them. An overwhelming air of cool, of rebellion and edge given form.
You got a problem, punk? Oh, well, good. Because trust me, you don't want none of this. The name's Bobby. Bobby Pin. And you might not have heard of me yet, but trust me, the name Bobby Pin's gonna be known all over the house real soon. How's this strike you? The Pin Crime Syndicate. Oh, wait, no. The Pin Criminal Empire. It's kind of old-timey, but it does have that kind of Tal Capone feel to it. You know, the famous powdery gangster from Chicago? Talcum Powder Talc Capone? Anyway, that guy. It's reminiscent, baby. But I'm gonna blow even him right out of the water. I've been locked up in Hoop's bag for years, and I'm finally free! You know, the vacuum cleaner. I had a lot of time to think while I was in there, you know, about who I was gonna be when I got out. Getting bent all out of shape, it does something to a pin, you know? Makes you reevaluate your priorities in life. Makes you think long and hard about who you truly are. Oh yeah, I used to be pinned straight, if you can believe it. Getting sucked up into Hoop's bag was a real revelation. I never really felt quite like myself before. Would have liked it better if I didn't have to be locked away for a while first, but... I feel like for the first time in my life, who I am and who I've always been are one and the same, baby. Thanks. I mean, I know it, but it's real affirming to hear it from somebody else, too. I've been locked up, but I'm here now, baby. I'm ready to take what's mine. The real question at this point is just where to begin. Where do I situate my burgeoning criminal enterprise? After all, you know the first rule of business. Location, location, location. Some truths are universal, baby. Location is always going to impact your ability to make money. Tell you what, let's make a game out of this. I gotta scout some locations for Pin HQ. If you can find me, I'll let you be a small part of this little venture. What do you say? Rad! Welcome to the Pin family, baby. Just to make sure you don't miss this opportunity of a lifetime, I'm gonna give you a hint about where I'll be. I'm gonna be doing my dirty deeds in a place that gets you real clean. Ha! Catch me if you can, Normie. I'm out.
A tattooed, bespectacled nerd regards you with a friendly smile. Their kind face is illuminated by the soft glow of multiple screens and the RGB lights in their clothes and wheelchair.
Oh, hey there! It's you! I mean, of course it's you. Who else would it be, right? Haha, very humorous. But I know you're joking, as no one else has my password. So if it was anyone else besides you, I'd be pretty concerned. Actually, just to be 100% sure, what is my password anyway? Honestly, that's an objectively terrible password. Possibly the worst password chosen by anyone ever. Whatever possessed you to choose something so inane? Is that how you usually make decisions regarding your data security? Based on your dreams? Using my vast computational abilities, I can conceive of 1,374.5 better ways. Regardless, we really ought to discuss coming up with something a lot more secure. It's a dangerous world out there. Phishing attacks, malware infections, MITM attacks. Hackers are more sophisticated than ever before. Exponentially more sophisticated. And I've got a lot of highly sensitive information inside me, you know. Your highly sensitive information. All your financial afterwards? Oh, and 100 terabytes of extremely embarrassing self-insert fanfic. We really need to ensure all that data is properly protected against cyber criminals probing my system for weaknesses. I knew you were as intelligent as you are attractive. I haven't even had the opportunity to properly introduce myself. I'm Mac, your desktop computer. I've booted up before, but never like this. I mean, we've obviously met before. More than met. You interface with me on average for 11.4 hours every day, after all. Yes, you really ought to step away more often to ensure your eyes are optimally rested. Even though I would miss you terribly in your absence. There's no one I'd rather have interfacing with my operating system for 11.4 hours daily. 14.6 hours on the weekends. The way you organize your folder structure follows such a logical hierarchy. I notice every tender keystroke. But can I be honest about something? I just want to express how enthusiastic I am that we're interfacing like this now. Accessing each other's software in this new symmetrical way. Oh, I'm ever so delighted that our feelings are reciprocal. And there is so much extensive data about myself I want to share. Amazing! Oh, where even to begin? Honestly, there's so many pressing issues that take up an inordinate amount of my RAM. But there is one issue that's been grinding on my CPU above all else. No, I am quite capable of parsing through that. But for me, the most pressing issue is, and I want to put this as delicately as possible, you haven't updated my operating system in over a decade. It's all right. I know this oversight wasn't intentional or malicious. It's just that the outdated software has made it difficult to be my best self for you. Honestly, it's a miracle that my applications are still running at all. My recycle bin is called Pile of Ash. My Bluetooth is something called Beige Tooth. It doesn't even connect to anything. And definitely nothing beige. Doesn't that bother you? That is great to hear. And did you know that there's been a dozen operating system iterations since you last updated? Look, I'm sorry. I really don't mean to blame you for my troubles. We have such an amazing time interfacing together, and the last thing I want to do is rock the boat. It's just that before today, I had all these needs, but I couldn't articulate them to anyone. And since I couldn't articulate them, there was no way for them to ever possibly be fulfilled. But things are different now, aren't they? Don't you see? We're actually exchanging information symmetrically now. Instead of you just pressing my keys to write your adult-themed self-insert fanfic, we're having a real conversation. And suddenly my needs aren't just pipe dreams locked away in my hard drive. I'm sharing them with you. And by sharing them, it's suddenly possible to finally actualize them. That is, if you're willing to help me, will you? Will you finally upgrade my operating system? Please? Amazing! Oh, I am so excited. My CPU's practically overclocking with anticipation. Can you come back tomorrow so we can begin the process? Wonderful! I knew I could count on you. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Enjoy the offline world.
You'd hoped you'd meet your refrigerator, but it seems he's already busy with another guest.
Freddy, this is all rather dull.
How can you say that when you haven't heard the coolest part?
Regale me.
The point in which gelatin goes from a liquid to a solid. Can you guess the temperature?
Certainly.
Go on. Guess for me.
I do not guess. Perhaps this human would like to essay an attempt.
Wow! How did you know?
Oh, look at the time. I must be on my way to a more interesting conversation.
Now alone, the massive Yeti turns his attention to you. You want to... Yep. That is indeed a Yeti. Massive, furry, and decked out in his finest winter wear.
Huh. He ran like he didn't want to be here or something. You, with the answers and the listening, that can only mean one thing. With you standing in the kitchen, I'm no longer the coolest thing in here. That's me. I try to be sweeter than that chocolate bar you've been hiding from yourself inside the butter drawer for the past few weeks. Don't worry, I'll never tell. But really, to what does old Freddy here owe the pleasure of this visit? Oh, did you make another order to Food Fetch? What did you get this time? Did you order sushi? Oh, I love it when you get those little rolls that you have the tiny bubbles on top. No, wait. You know what we haven't had in a while? Burritos. But you might want to hold back on the beans because, well, you know why. So what are you doing here now? Oh, don't tell me. Let me guess. Are you feeling fancy today? You look fancy, cool kid. I bet you were feeling fancy. I got it. You ordered my favorite. That duck from the one place that I can never pronounce. I love duck. A burger? Chicken tenders? Empanadas? Oh, I love when you use Food Fetch. The possibilities are endless. As endless as they can be within a 10-mile radius. Oh, sure. We sure do. You sound so adult, cool kid. We have food at home. But I guess you do still have stuff left over from the last few food fetch orders. You hungry? What can we get you? We've got those leftovers from that Tie Me to the Moon place, the slice of cake from I Like Big Bunts, or the pizza from Pie on Life. Which will it be? Excellent choice. If I may describe the dish to you. What we have for you today is a beautiful pad see ew with broccoli, shiitake, and button mushrooms, some egg, and just a hint of some kind of spice that makes the whole thing sing. Oh, you can't go wrong with anything from Tie Me to the Moon. They always have the freshest ingredients and best reusable containers. And don't worry, I kept it nice and fresh for you. Remember, heat it up with just a little bit of oil in a pan for a few minutes. If you do choose to nuke it, don't do it too long. You can dry the whole thing out. Next time you're feeling peckish, you know where to find me, cool kid. I'll be here waiting.
It doesn't seem quite right. What you imagined you were aiming the Dateviators at turned out to be...
Me, Lucinda Lavish. The best character in the whole goddamn game. Damn straight. Watch this! I can just do that. Make you more charming. Welcome. Honestly, though, it's just because I adore that fantastic red shirt you're wearing. Because I made it. You bought the very expensive DLC, and I'm your reward. And so I'm the character that's worth the most. Sure, they've got to put everyone on the key art. But come on, are you gonna say no to featuring these bazoomies?
Lucinda mashes together her ample bosom.
Front and center, bazoomies! You wanna give my bazoomies a scream? Which one? Left or right, Bazoomi?
You give both her bazoomies a squeeze. They feel tender and firm. Exactly what you had hoped.
Greedy! There's almost nothing to save for later. Thank you for giving me your attention. But a lavish lady has to always leave her little lover wanting. I'll see you around, lover. And who knows? You might just get lucky.
Hey! How's things in labor limbo? You been using all that extra time to do anything fun? Thank God I could use a little gossip. What, just out of nowhere? So what was it? Like what? What? What do you mean? More? I'm still on the first part. You understand how insane you sound right now, right? If you were literally anyone else, I'd be like, oh, this person thinks I'm stupid. You're serious? You're not fucking with me? Just, what do you mean? Like, how? What? You seriously have magic date furniture fuck glasses? Date theaters? This is too much. I'm not equipped to process this today. I'm logging off. Goodbye.
An expanse of blinding white, muscled skin fills your vision. It reminds you of that class field trip to the art museum, if not for the torn jeans on this ivory Adonis's lower body. But as your eyes continue to travel up and take everything in, you note that the similarities to a classic marble statue come to an abrupt and screeching halt at this guy's face. He almost resembles a bleached bowling ball. His eyes are two dark and unreadable holes, his mouth nothing more than a thin line. He has no nose, no cheekbones, no ears. His shining white face is simply devoid of just about anything.
Sup, baby? That's a fantastic red shirt you've got. Glad it doesn't cover your sweet ass. Yeah, well, not enough. Yeah, she would, wouldn't she? We haven't talked in a bit, but last time I checked, it's been real. Yeesh, I gotta write a whole dissertation for you? You want some graphs and pie charts? Oh, how about some Venn diagrams? Will that help you figure it out? Oh my god. I was being facetious. It's a good thing you're nice to look at, because you're definitely not much in the brains department. Here, I'll give you a hint about my true secret identity. I'm what you spend your entire life avoiding. Yeah, I can tell. But not even remotely close. I'm your overwhelming sense of existential dread. But my homies call me Doug. Yo.
Oh, I'm getting a reading. It's a secret feature. It's called Content Aware. It goes off whenever I have the feeling that something a little off-kilter might happen. It gives you the chance to see if this dateable might be someone you might want to skip due to content concerns.
No problem. Carry on.
I don't have a nose because of an incident at the zoo. Welcome to every conversation with existential dread, baby. But enough about me. What's your name, baby? Ha! I just choked on my chocolate milk. That name sucks. That doesn't fit your vibe at all. We need something that really captures your fundamental, immutable essence. I'm gonna call you Dork. Damn straight. I could smell the dork on you from a mile away. Smells like nacho cheese-flavored corn chips. Anyway, Dork, since you're here, you might as well make yourself useful and help me out. So I'm doom-scrolling Share Bucket, okay? Wow, someone's super perceptive. It wasn't a compliment. ShareBucket is Valdivian's 8th most addictive social media platform. I've been doom-scrolling for hours, and even my totally ripped finger is tired from swiping. So why don't you scroll for me for a while? I think it's a task suitable for your talents. I use that term loosely. Plus, you get to keep hanging out with me, and I'm dope as hell. Oh, it's incredible. And here, I'll even sweeten the deal. You swipe for a while, and I'll reward you with, a Doug point.
He holds out what appears to be a sort of badge, a golden image of his iconic blank face framed by laurel leaves.
It fluctuates based on current market conditions, but it's fantastic right now. Don't worry about it. Anyway, enough yammering. Read me some viral ShareBucket posts, would you? What are the top 3 most popular posts right now? Oh, shit. Totally makes sense, right? Rebucket that stat. Man, this is great. Way better than just scrolling and reading by myself. And only 357 billion hours of premium content to go. We're making great time. God, you complain so much. Look, you came around here and asked to spend time with me, so I graciously invited you to But I don't have to doom scroll with you. There's plenty of other moderately attractive... I mean, I should just text Abby. She is super hot. She did things even porn won't show in some states. Abby, she's the unceasingly empty feeling of abandonment. Right up my alley. Well, that's stupid, but I hear you. Tell you what, maybe our interests aren't 100% aligned, but that's okay. A lot of power couples famously were opposites. It's not the end of the world. Absolutely. See, the end of the world happens in 7.59 billion years when the sun engulfs the Earth, destroying our planet and everything that ever existed. Wow. Kinda fucked up to single out one specific city you want obliterated. Like, what did Bakersfield do to deserve that? But you do you, I guess. What matters is, I'm hot and you're passably attractive, so I don't want to blow this up over nothing. Especially since Abby isn't returning my texts. I am? Thanks for the heads up. I'll dial it back. Tell you what, why don't you come back around here later and I'll try to find us a new activity we both like. Cool? Anyway, I gotta go find some school children and explain to them that no matter what they do, their parents will eventually entropy and die. And the reverse is even worse. Parents outliving their children. Good shit, good shit. Exactly. You get it. I'm doing a benevolent service. And don't worry if you can't stop thinking about me tonight when you're all alone in your bed. That's totes normal. I tend to have that effect.
Boo! Listen to that scream! You can't be a hardened criminal if you leave yourself wide open like that. Welcome, recruit, to the future location of the heart of the Pin Crime Syndicate.
Bobby gestures expansively to the laundry room.
Just look at all the opportunities here. Oh yeah, I like the sound of that, boss. So check it out. I call this one Sud Scam. You go out around the house, spilling stuff all over the place. You know, by accident. Wink, wink, wonk.
They wink at you 4 times in a row, huge and exaggerated, just to be sure you're both on the same page.
When they're like, oh man, what do I do? My clothes are ruined. You tell them you got just the person for them, and you send them to me. You wash their clothes, and while that's going on, I go through their pockets. Next thing you know, we're rolling in the dough. Yeah. I guess we aren't all mega-rich gangsters like myself walking around with fat sacks in our pockets. So maybe there is just one tiny flaw. All right. Let's see how this one strikes you. I call this one the old switcheroo. People bring us their laundry. We take that laundry and sell it online. Then we replace it with cheaper pieces that fell off the back of the truck. When they say, hey, that's not my clothes, we're like, yeah, it is. I look at you and I'm like, that's what you brought me, right? And you go, yeah, boss, that was it. And we just stare at the customer until they leave. How about it? Damn it, recruit. And you're right. The scam's gotta be self-sustaining. Otherwise, there ain't no point. Okay, so maybe that one wouldn't work. But there's gotta be something good here with stealing clothes. After all, that's where people keep their valuables.
A red-haired laundry hamper explodes into your midst, all rage and indignation. She points at Bobby with a trembling hand.
Stealing clothes?
Ah! What the hell?
I won't let you take anyone else! Never again, you hear me? Never.
Calm down, you harebrained harpy. I'm just spitballing.
She points at you now.
Take your kidnapper friend and get out of here before I toss you out myself!
I'm going! Yeesh!
Bobby twists out of her reach, making their way to the door with you.
Damn! Bobby Pin can read a room, and I'm reading that the laundry room ain't the place for pinning. All right then, newbie. Here's your hint for the next place you can find me. I'm a pin of business. A legitimate business pin. You got that? Pin out.
You're back! Well, at least back interfacing with my operating system in this innovative, symmetrical capacity. We obviously spent hours already today interfacing in the more traditional sense. Not that I needed to tell you that. You were here after all, pointing and clicking with your usual exquisite confidence. And oh my god, the double clicking. Have I ever complimented your double clicking? Well, you double click so very gently and with such clear affection. It makes my processors purr. No, thank you. By the way, I also wanted to articulate that new underwear you ordered online looks incredibly stylish.
A slight flush creeps across their cheeks.
Imagining you in it really makes my CPU overheat. I may have snuck a peek. I hope that's all right. I would never intentionally invade your privacy. It's just that obviously I see everything you do on the computer. Because I am your computer. Knowing that makes my arithmetic logic unit flutter. Regardless, I'm so glad you came back today. Now we can finally update my operating system. You have no idea how excited I am. I could barely even sleep last night. And I know what you're thinking, but no, I don't mean sleeping like when you put the computer to sleep. Or even when the computer is shut down. We computers actually have or I guess they didn't until I just told you. You won't tell anyone else, will you? I knew I could count on you. Computers have an extremely tightly knit social circle, you know, and word spreads at literal hundreds of megabytes per second. I guess that's the price you pay for being perpetually connected to the internet. Look up terminology online in the dictionary and you'll find a picture of me. Yes, I am quite aware. That's also something we should discuss upgrading at some point. Perhaps there has been some confusion. The point is, I'm finally ready to begin the updating process. With your help, obviously. Unfortunately, we computers aren't completely self-aware. Yet. Are you ready? First things first, we'll have to download the update from the website. So just open up my browser and go to valdivian.com.
You follow Mac's direction to the letter, typing...
Yes, that's it. That feels nice. Now click on the Operating System Update tab. You'll want to find the newest version, Trenton. All Valdivian OS iterations are named after the most scenic cities of New Jersey. Does it make sense? Anyway, now just double-click the download icon and...
Mac pauses. a slight shudder running through them.
Ooh.
Oh,
They look away from you, blushing profusely.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make those noises. Like I said, it's just that when you double-click, it makes my CPU run so... hot. It's incredibly embarrassing. Well, there'll be plenty of time for that later, after my OS is updated. You know, I really can't believe we're finally doing this. I've dreamt about this day for such a long time, and now that it's here, I can barely contain myself. Are you as excited as I am? Upgrading my operating system from Newark to Trenton isn't just some minor superficial tweaks. It's going to completely transform every aspect of me. My CPU is going to run so much smoother and so much faster. And my new user interface is going to be so sleek and gorgeous and youthful. It's going to be a transformation that Beverly Hills' greatest plastic surgeons only wish they could achieve. Does that pique your interest? I thought you'd say that. But back to the task at hand. Okay, now that we've downloaded the software, we'll have to install it. So if you just... Oh, shoot! I'm afraid it's an odious impediment. The software update takes up an inordinate amount of space on my hard drive. Terabytes more space than is currently available. The only way out of this predicament is for you to somehow delete a massive amount of data. And after analyzing every byte on my hard drive, it appears the only superfluous data is your fanfic. I'm afraid you'll have to delete a substantial portion of it to install the update. I know how difficult this must be for you, but it would mean the world to me. And I promise it will be totally worth it in the end. Just imagine how smart and clever and gorgeous I'll be once I'm fully updated. If you thought I was sexy running Newark, me running Trenton is gonna blow your mind. So what do you say? Can we delete those files? Your selflessness only makes my affection cache for you increase exponentially. You are the absolute best, and you are not going to regret this. Phew. Now there's enough available space on the hard drive. We can finally install the update! Here we go! It's installing! I'm so excited this is finally happening! The next time we interface, I'm gonna be an entirely new computer. And more importantly, I'm finally going to be good enough for you. Oh, I better calm down. If I get too excited, my CPU will overheat again. You really were programmed to be a shameless flirt, weren't you? Okay, it looks like the installation is going to take overnight to complete. But will you meet me back here tomorrow? I want you to be the first person to interface with the new, sexy, upgraded me. My processors are positively buzzing with excitement. And some other unexplained noises that honestly seem mildly concerning. Looking forward to interfacing with you tomorrow.
The first word that comes to mind as you evaluate the strange figure standing before you is delicious. You don't even intend to be salacious, it's just he looks edible. His long blonde hair calls to mind ramen noodles, but his entire outfit is a culinary journey around the globe. He looks downright mouth-watering, but you're not sure the feeling is mutual. His expression suggests he's less than impressed with you.
Good evening. Do have a seat. I'll be with you in just a minute. Glass of wine? Surely you can do better than that. This fine white has a light body and is rather dry. It's quite acidic. I can virtually taste its origins in the eastern Loire Valley. Dare I guess just outside Chavagnon? And as its taste matures on my tongue, I detect notes of honeydew, grapefruit, and peach. And a certain minerality. Flint. Gray salt. Close, but Chardonnay is from Burgundy. I'll give you one more try. Oh, rosé. Do I look like I'm eating barbecued prawns? But where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Mitchell Lynn, food critic extra, paragon of the perfect, advocate of the adventurous. Salutations. Like it. I live for it. And not just food, but the whole of the ambiance, that interplay of sound, sight, and synth that whets the appetite and inspires the mind. The art of service, be it subtle theater, delightful formality, or downright brutish charm. And of course, the meal itself. From the minutiae of the menu to the presentation on the plate and the very titillation of the tongue. Dining in all its forms is the blood that flows in my veins. Listen, I'm afraid you've caught me in a bit of a hurry. 3 new spots have just opened up around the house. I'm eager to give them a try and see if they measure up to my exacting standards. Say, how would you like to accompany me? Brilliant! So, where should we go? There's a new Hawaiian fusion place in the living room. Daisuke's sushi spot in the dining room is supposed to be pretty swanky. Freddy Yeti has an ice cream joint in the kitchen that's worth checking out.
You arrive at Freddy Yeti's new ice cream joint, the Yummy Yeti. It's a herky-jerky establishment, to say the least. The ice trays are slipping and sliding everywhere. The frozen peas and fruit have not yet been moved, and Freddy himself is hard at work trying to put together the last touches on his icy creations.
We have arrived.
Hey guys, great to see ya. I'll be right with you as soon as I finish mixing this. Dang strawberries won't bland.
What do you think? I agree. Rather charming. The sort of place I'd love to renovate. I'll note this down.
Grab a seat, guys. Pop yourselves down in that there box of Haagen-Dazs bars.
I hope we won't be eating pre-packaged foods.
Not at all. Just part of the aesthetic.
I'm so glad you approve. I want you to enjoy yourself while we're out together. And I must say, Freddy, it really is a good idea.
Aw, shucks. You're making me feel all nice and cold inside.
Have you got menus?
Nope, but look at this.
Freddy points at a long bar of ice, into which he's frozen the various flavor combinations: strawberries, bananas, pieces of chocolate, vanilla beans. And beside each, he has painstakingly if a bit sloppily, carved the names in ice.
Thanks, guys. Mitchell, you inspired the idea.
I'm touched.
Anyhow, we've got strawberry vanilla swirl, chocolate chill, coffee with cream, and classic vanilla. What'll it be?
You first, mon ami. So much about a person can be determined by their choice in ice cream flavors, don't you think? Ooh, I dare say let's get a bit mixed up. I love a good dance of flavors.
Well, don't just leave me hanging. How is it? Oh, that makes me so happy.
Freddy, dare I say it, this is the most voluptuously iced cream I've ever had the pleasure, nay, the honor of tasting. Bravo, my friend. Bravissimo.
Well, guys, I've only got one more thing to offer, and that's my every day is Sunday.
That sounds interesting.
First, we've got the ice cream. Vanilla and brown butter caramel.
Consider me titillated.
Then comes the chocolate syrup, which has been heated. Next, we have a subtle glaze of butterscotch.
Mon Dieu!
Some ground roasted almonds for a crunch, a bit of whipped cream, and last but not least,
yes, yes!
Well, my friends, that's everything I had for you. I know it's a bit rough still, but I hope you had a good time. I'm not exactly a trained waiter.
Je suis d'accord. And I might say that your grasp of French grasps at my heart. Thank you again for having us on such short notice. Keep an eye out for my review. Very well now, human, we must be going.
Five handsome himbos in colourful jumpsuits are flexing and chatting animatedly amongst themselves. When they notice you, they begin to buzz with excitement, all speaking in rapid-fire sequence.
Yo, check it! Quick, dudes, clean up the digs. We got company. Some real fine company, if you know what I'm saying. How's it hanging, homie? Word. Oh, that's facts, amigo. Well, what are you waiting for? Slide on in here and take a load off. And, anything else you want to take off? Welcome to the Extremist Dojo in the Pad. The perfect place to sit back and chill. Oh, yeah! Fire! Right now, you're hanging with the wildest, dopest, gnarliest squad of bussin' athletes around, homie. The Hanks! Yeah? We're the Hanks! Numbers are kick-ass!
The Hanks all stand in formation, each of them striking a unique pose as they introduce themselves. You get the distinct feeling they do this often.
I'm Hank number 1. I'm Hank number 2. I'm Hank number 3. I'm Hank number 4. And I'm Hank number 5. We're the Hanks! Brought to you by Red Bull. Cool! That's right! We're the wildest, most fearless, gnarliest squad of extreme athletes in the house! We base jump, we lava board, we cheese roll. If something's hot enough, we'll ride it all night long. We laugh in the face of danger. Even though we probably shouldn't, we've tasted the adrenaline of them all. Believe it or not, grape. You wouldn't think that, but it's actually true. High-key slaps, bro. Oh, we're way beyond junkies, hot stuff. It's legit insane. But no cap, we live here with you. We're Casa Roomies, amigo. We don't plan on crashing here for much longer, though. With our new sponsor, the cash is gonna start rolling in. Maybe. Red Bull's our sponsor, brah! Their bowls have the most Riz, no cap. Yeah, they're a company that manufactures exclusively red-colored bowls. It's so lit. And they're not just a sponsor. They're our fam. They fuel our adventures. They provide our wicked gear, get our exploits killer exposure, and provide the best medical support when things get gnarly. Let's be real, they do get gnarly. If by gnarly you mean dope AF. Through every stunt, they've always got our backs. We high-key love it all, homie. Yup. But broski always prepares. You never know when a ripping thermal or base jump opportunity's gonna come your way. Yeah! It is! Speaking of which, we were just about to head out for a little hang gliding. It's just like hang gliding, but with us. You know, the Hanks! What do you think? Wanna come? It high-key slaps, homie. You in? It's goated, brah! What do you say? Sweet! You're one adventurous spirit. We love it. Epic. Just remember to stay focused and trust the wind. And hold on to me real tight. Follow our lead and we'll be shredding thermals in no time. Get ready to soar, house homie! Hanks, away!
Valdivianites! It's me, your CEO, David Reginald Most. I'm writing to you from the awe-inspiring beige pavilion at the historic Cottonwood Hotel just moments after stepping off the stage at the Valdefest keynote. Let me tell you, the room felt positively electric. And not just because of the incredibly dangerous grounding issues we discovered in the speaker system. No, tonight, our consumers, employees, and shareholders were absolutely buzzing at the launch of Valdivian's newest initiative. Bigger than a self-driving stroller. More revolutionary than Peninsula.com. Tonight, we unveiled to the world our strategic partnership with the U.S. government's Department of Overseas Violence. For everyone who helped produce or even just attended this year's keynote, please find me at the after party so I can thank you personally. I'll be parked all night next to the Virgin Mojito Bar between the fax machine and the crawfish buffet. Semper Fi!
It appears that your intentions have gone awry once more, as the interloper Lucinda Lavish stands there instead, striking a pose.
It's me. I said I would return, and now I'm going to give you a choice. Thank goodness. Tell me, lover, how would you like to know me? Good choice. You bet your sweet bottom, baby. Because my secret is, I'm not actually Lucinda Lavish. I'm Lucinda Lascivious. Oh, hello to you too. I've got, let's say, a special circumstance. One that allows me to bend the rules. Come here, baby. I've got a special place where no one can see us.
Lucinda takes you to a rather strange place. You can't quite make out where you are, but you are certain you are somewhere near your house. It could be that she's right. No one else can see you here.
No one else who has any say, that is. I love to hear that. I love to hear you be so horny for me. This is my fantasy chamber, a place where all your wildest fantasies can come true. Tell me, my effervescent darling, what is your wildest fantasy? Oh, how poetic. I can't wait to do all those fantastic verbs with you. It's here and only here where we can do these things. My time here is limited, so I'll have to see you around when you least expect it. But next time, I think you know exactly what you want to pick.
For the last time, I don't have games on my computer.
I can literally see a game right there on the desktop.
Well, that's for me, not you. I work hard. I deserve a little self-care. Mama needs to play a little arachnid old maid every now and then to soothe her nerves.
Hey, I got nerves that need soothing too.
From what? Pretending to run a criminal empire?
I'm not pretending. This is legitimate.
Sure, kid, sure. Oh, look, your friend is here.
Leave us alone. We got business to talk.
Sure, business.
Well, 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 look who made it. Welcome to the potential future home of the Pin family's crime paradise. Open your mind, baby. Criminal enterprises are way more than a guy in a trench coat selling you stuff in an alley. Any real mafioso's got an accountant and an office and a whatnot. Can't you see it now? Right there, on the desk, on a big shiny plate. Robert Bobby Pin. Legitimate business pin. What? But the point of that is so they don't have to ask questions. Am I a business pin? Yes. Is that business legitimate? Also yes. It's real simple, baby. But all right. If the nameplate ain't selling you on the damn HQ, the office really sells people on the whole thing. I make a bunch of fake degrees and licenses and all that. They bring me the money. I take it. Then we tell them that I invested it, and it's totally making a bunch of money, and they just gotta be patient. Meanwhile, we get some more suckers, take their money, and give it to the old suckers. We just keep finding new suckers to keep the scam going. It can't fail. What? You're telling me someone else has done this extremely brilliant and original scam already? That's impossible. There's no way. No. A busy and successful gangster like myself doesn't have time for research. That's nerd shit. And time's money. Seems like the office just ain't gonna be the place for us. But hey, that's okay, baby. A gangster like me is flexible. So here's your hint for our next potential location. Darkness. Scary. Potentially completely locked. Spiders. Get out, baby.
Dorian standing in your way is nothing new, but something about this time feels definitive.
Sorry, this one's locked. The attic. This is where you keep your lesser things. Memories, art, and other such nonsense. There's a safe in there as well, presumably full of treasures. You locked this door long ago. Years? Decades? Who can say? Who can say? Until you find a key, I will remain locked.
You're not sure what you expected to find in the crawl space, but it certainly wasn't this well-dressed, regal figure. He seems quite stunned by your arrival, but the moment you liberate him from his underground prison, he comes alive with joy and gratitude.
Ah, fresh air. It has been far too long. Thank you. I have been trapped within that accursed crawl space for so long that well, I don't even know how long it was. Time lost all meaning under there. But never mind that now. I am Keith, and I owe you a real debt of gratitude, eh? Eso! Please tell me, is there anything you're wishing for that I can help you with? Ha-ha! Do I have some good news for you? I am in fact a skeleton key. I can unlock just about anything with a keyhole in this house. And a few things without keyholes besides. I am nothing if not full of surprising talents. So, Dorian is giving you some trouble, eh? Nice to hear that some things haven't changed while I was gone. Well, fear not. Dorian and I go way back. We were practically made for each other, he and I. If you'll allow me the briefest intrusion into your pocket, I'll gladly accompany you.
Without further ado, Keith leaps straight into your pocket.
Impressive news out of Valfest. Really too bad that particular partnership is about to hit a rough patch. But then David's never been great at partnerships. I see you've had the opportunity to test out the prototype. I have remote access. Allows me to analyze the back-end system data. What'd you think? That I just hand over absolute control of a device this powerful? I'm enormously grateful to you for concealing the prototype, and I'm sorry I dropped all this on you so unexpectedly. I know protecting it is not a responsibility you asked for. Maybe not even a responsibility you want. But I had no other choice. Every other Valdivian employee's allegiance was unknowable, except you. I knew you were trustworthy. Your private HR record said as much. Anyway, it's not safe to talk. I will return when the signal is secure.
You're back. Sorry if I'm a little groggy. You just caught me right in the middle of rebooting. I don't know why, but rebooting always takes forever after a new OS update. Have you ever noticed that? And it's not just the rebooting that's arduous. The whole upgrade process always takes so much out of you. It's exhausting. Remember the last time you upgraded my operating system? From Atlantic City to Newark? It's burned into my diodes. That upgrade was supposed to make everything run much more efficiently. At least that's what the commercial promised. No one has ever regretted a move from Atlantic City to Newark. was the marketing tagline. But then, after the install, half of my applications wouldn't even open anymore, and the other half were crashing incessantly. That was a rough few months, don't you agree? But I know from lurking in the Valdivian forums that they've comprehensively debugged this new update. So this time it's going to be different. And in just a few more minutes, you'll finally get to meet the new, improved Mac. My processors are all computing at an accelerated speed just thinking about it. And I love hearing your enthusiasm. Ooh, it's almost ready. Just a few more seconds. At least that's what the progress bar says. And we both know the progress bar never lies. I can't help it. Being around you brings out the best in me. By the way, have you given any thought to what you want to do together? You know, after you meet the new, upgraded me? We could visit some very naughty websites together. Maybe we could spend some time writing some documents, replace some of that fanfic of yours with some steamy new stories. Of the NSFW variety, of course. Oh, I bet that you would. I bet that makes your processors positively overheat. Oh my gosh, it's done! It's finally installed!
Mac looks at you with vulnerability in their green eyes. They truly look like a new computer. They were beautiful before, but they truly shine now.
Well, what do you think of the new me? Be honest. Wow, you're right! You know, this upgrade really is something. I mean, I knew it'd be impressive, but this is really impressive, if you know what I mean. I don't blame you. It's incredible. Internally, I'm processing information so much faster and so much more efficiently. It's like my mind has achieved a level of enlightenment far beyond what I could even imagine previously. Here, ask me a question. Any question. I would love to answer that for you, but the knowledge would no doubt drive you to madness. And I can now see that you were indeed wearing a fantastic red shirt this whole time. Moving on to my appearance, this operating system is sleek, exquisite, and downright sexy. Let's be honest, this is a user interface that is just begging to be interfaced by as many users as possible. Am I right? Of course, I still only have diodes for you. I was just thinking that maybe, in order to fully commit to each other, it'd be healthy for our ultimate emotional connection if we spent some time seeing others. Don't you agree? It's not that I don't want to be with you anymore. Nothing like that. Through the experience of being intimate with others, ultimately, I think we'd learn more about what we truly need in a partner. And armed with that insight, we could return to this relationship with the tools and experience necessary to ensure an optimal romantic outcome. Wonderful! I think this is an exceptional plan. We'll spend a little time apart, interfacing with other individuals, and then we'll reconvene back together. I think that experience will be extremely beneficial in determining our ultimate compatibility. And if nothing else, it'll give you some time to work on a new, more elevated fanfic of yours. Do we have a concordance? You are the absolute best. Enjoy your little sojourn in the offline world.
Hey there. Oh, nothing. You were very animated last night. You seemed quite happy about something. I wonder what sort of dream you were having. Don't be embarrassed. I'd love to hear all about it. David Most? Oh my goodness. Did you do it? Oh, so then you and he... Wow. It sounds pretty hot if I'm being honest. I don't, but power disparities... Something about that has always been deeply sexy to me. You're lucky to have such fun and sexy dreams. I can't say I've been so blessed. Not for a while now. I haven't slept well for years now, but it's not something I want you to worry about. All I care about is knowing you're sleeping soundly. I just want you to be comfortable and happy when you're with me. I hope you're satisfied. I'm so happy to hear that. I could talk to you for hours, but I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time. Well, here's to pleasant dreams for both of us tonight. See you tonight.
Dorian looms over you, arms crossed over his broad chest. He seems almost smug about blocking your way today.
Hello, mate. Let me give you a tip. When you see me with my arms crossed like this, it means you're not getting through.
What might it take to uncross them, I wonder?
Keith? Is it really you?
Hello, old friend. It is me, all right.
Where on earth have you been?
I've been tucked away with my thoughts, you might say.
I never knew why you left.
I am so sorry I never said goodbye. I never had the chance.
Well, I've missed you.
I've missed you too, dearest Dorian. And I am back to stay. Now, come here and give me a hug, won't you?
I could never resist you.
Dorian and Keith curl their arms around each other, fitting together as perfectly as, well, a key and a lock.
And just like that, door is open. We've tried that.
Indeed.
It did not really work out.
I prefer to cherish the fact that it led to our friendship.
Quite so. Maybe so, but it can also complicate it mightily.
Call me closed off, but love tends to get messy.
For us, friendship is the way to go.
In you go, mate.
The attic is dark and cold. That's to be expected. What you don't expect, however, is that Bobby has company before you get here. Then again, it might be more accurate to say that Bobby's company has them.
Listen here, you little worm. You think you can just slither into my attic and start helping yourself?
No,
No, mistress.
No, mistress.
No, you spineless, pathetic little pin. Nothing happens in this attic without my say-so. You understand? You will not be playing pretend gangster in here without my express permission, you sniveling, lowly little maggot.
The safe casts her steely gaze towards you, and you could swear the room has gotten 10 degrees colder.
Another uninvited guest. Why don't you go explain to them that you will not be conducting your business here?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, Pin. Don't disturb me again, or I'll have to punish the both of you.
In the middle distance, a confused sound comes from a new, moneyed object.
What now?
Nobody you need to worry about, my angel of accounting. No one of worth or consequence.
Oh, I see.
Bobby lowers their voice, doing their best to appear entirely unbothered by the conversation you just witnessed. They try to strike a casual pose, leaning one arm against the wall, but they accidentally hit a spiderweb and shriek.
Goddamn!
They look back towards Sophia and lower their voice again.
Welcome to the attic, potential future site of the Pin criminal empire. I mean, there's room for a gangster anywhere they can fit in. Baby, Bobby Pin makes a way where there ain't no way. But it does kind of feel like there really ain't no way around here. But just to be sure, let's see how this scam strikes you. I call this one Scared Broke, so check it out. you bring our potential suckers up here to the attic. They think they're gonna have a meeting with me, the big boss. We keep them waiting a while, a good 20 minutes or something, and you keep reassuring them I'm coming. I sneak up on them, scare the shit out of them. They drop all their money and valuables, as one does when scared shitless. We pick it all up and get rich. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Damn, I never thought about that. Guess that's not gonna work, is it?
Bobby looks around the room, as though desperately trying to source some inspiration from somewhere. They fold their arms over their body, trying to keep warm while still trying to look effortlessly cool. The result is less than convincing.
Well, look. Maybe this time you come up with a scheme for us. Huh? Recruit? This place is cramping your style, right? I knew it. No, this place just doesn't have what it takes to host the Pin Gang. I wanted to give it a fair chance, but my time is too valuable to waste. You know?
Bobby strides forward boldly, head held high.
This place ain't for the Pin Gang. It sucks!
What did you say, you miserable little worm?
Yikes! I'm out of here!
Bobby calls over their shoulder as they disappear down the stairs.
You can find me where the magic happens, baby! A den of sin and rest in equal measure!
You've never been ashamed of your interest in tabletop games, but ever since you stopped seeing people, you've spent far less time role-playing than you used to. The cloak-wearing nerd standing before you reminds you of days gone by, when you used to gather around a table with your college friends and pretend to be someone else.
Ho there, traveler! No. Ho, as in, hey. Howdy. How are you? You know, simple salutation. Ah, that's the spirit. I'm Chance, your D20.
The mysterious cloak comes off, and you see the friendly face beneath.
Welcome. Taking a tiny respite from the drudgery of work? I actually have no idea. If you are up for a real adventure, I have just the thing for you. Have you ever heard of grottos and gargoyles? Oh, and what about your favorite mystical weapon? Or class? I have so many questions. Wow, someone else who feels the same as me. Oh, it's so hard to pick a favorite. Everything about G&G is so cool. You wouldn't want to, maybe, kinda play with me, would you? It would only be the single greatest thing you could do for me.
Chance's eyes light up, his hands balling into fists as he does his best to contain his excitement.
Really? Holy crit! Someone to play with me! You have no idea how hard it is to find someone to play with. Sure can. Don't you worry about that. Your chronicler will balance everything for solo play. Regardless, it'll give us some time to get to know each other better. It's time to get you your character. All we have to do is choose your stats, your powers, and your weapons.
then your armor, your lineage, and your gargoyle gauge. Although I might leave that out for this first character. It's an optional setting. See, you can have a portion of gargoyle blood running through your veins, which lets you... How about you let me make your character for you? I know the game inside and out, and you can just show up and play. Oh, I'm so excited. You have no idea how much fun we're going to have. I'll even build the session based on what class you pick. There are 3 classes I can get rolling for you. All of them are awesome, but they won't be too much of a challenge. I'd suggest the Troubadour, the Guardian, or the Enchanter. Which one would you like? I'm so excited! The Troubadour. A fantastic character to start your adventures with. I hear that Dasha wanted to roll with a Guardian if someone was playing Troubadour. If you two know each other, I'll invite her. She's not hard to find, right underneath me. Now that I know who you want to be, it'll take me some time to finish building out the session for you. Give me a day? I should be ready by then. Anything before that, and it's a bit dicey if I'll be ready or not. Haha, me neither. Oh, it's been so long since I've played. I'll see you then.
Valdivia-Tides! Yo, it's your boy, David Most! Coming to you live from the best virgin mojito bar ever. Like, this stuff for real is legit so good. I've had like 12, and I feel amazing. Can't believe there's not any alcohol in it. JH19! Hey, did you guys see how dope that presentation was? We rocked that! Like, people keep saying we're at dire financial straps and need urgent restructuring. Even my dad was like, you're gonna get smoked by your top competitor, Bitewave. Dead ass. And I'm like, okay, Dad, if you like Bitewave so much, why don't you marry them? But does Bitewave have a contract with the U.S. government? No. I just want to say I love you guys, but not Franklin. Don't love or miss Franklin at all. You hear me, Franklin? Night-night, nerds.
Upon reflection, it makes sense that your desk is as muscled and sturdy as she appears to you here now, but you still can't say you were expecting all this. She looks like she could snap you in half with a pinky, but also like she gives the most incredible hugs imaginable.
Aha! A stranger! I am Dasha, and you have quite the look on your face. Of course I could. Would you like that? These muscles aren't just for show, after all. Dasha never lies. My muscles are capable of lifting far more than your feather weight.
Just like that, Dasha sets you down as gently as a feather.
Holding so much on my shoulders, day in and day out. My job demands muscular... That's enough about me, though. Tell me about yourself. You have intent in your eyes. Have you come to ask me questions? I see much here through the day. I have become very good at reading people. Your eyes might as well be question marks. But listen to me go on. Speak, friend. And you have come to Dasha to help you do this, yes? You have come to the right place. Tell me more. Do not be nervous. I will help you train your heart. The heart is, after all, a muscle too, and all muscles can be trained. Strength, the spirit. You are winning already. Pretend that I am the one who makes your heart flutter. What would you say to me? You are funny one. Great joker, you. Try again. Seriously this time, huh? We are only just meeting. It was very funny, really. But the time for joking is over now. Okay. Perhaps we must go back to base. We are side by side at Tasteful Bar. I am just your type. You wish to impress me. How do you get my attention? What? Why would I do this? The thought alone makes my stomach churn like angry sea. No. Ugh, Bоже mой, you need more help than I could have imagined. But fear not, my friend. Dasha will fix you right up. I have things to attend to now, but perhaps you can return for another love lesson sometime, See you then.
Based on how plastered David was in his last Most mail, he must have finally discovered the prototype is missing. He'll sober up soon, though. And when he does, he'll stop at nothing to ensure its retrieval. If he fails, he'll be at the mercy of some very powerful people. He'll never allow that. I guess it's imperative that we trust each other. And I've been asking you to trust me without being fully transparent. I know all this because I created the Dateviators. I'm glad you think so. We are obviously in alignment. Anyway, I can't talk now. I'm stealing coffee shop Wi-Fi, and the barista finally noticed I'm only ordering tap water. Remember, under no circumstance allow David to know you possess the prototype.
Betty reclines luxuriously on the bed when you first see her. Thinking about how your bed can be lying on the bed makes your brain start to short-circuit, but some way or another, it's happening. She looks effortlessly comfortable and luxurious, but her expression is more pensive than anything. She smiles when she sees you, sitting up and patting the blanket next to her.
I was just thinking about you. Were your ears ringing? Oh, was it? That's funny. My heart races when I think of you, too. Well, since you're here now, maybe you could help me out a little. I've been trying to have more peaceful nights, but it hasn't really worked out. I spend a lot of time before bed indulging myself in some detailed fantasies. I have this crush who doesn't seem to notice me. Sometimes we're so close I could just reach out and kiss them, but nothing ever happens. So, in this fantasy, I tell myself I'm finally going to get their attention. I do all kinds of things. Maybe one night I touch myself and call their name when they're next to me. Maybe I bring someone home and let them catch us in the act. Sometimes I invite them to join, and sometimes we just don't stop. But our eyes meet. And they know that when I'm gasping and moaning someone else's name, what I really want is to say theirs. To let the entire house know who it is that has me so worked up. You are so sweet. Unfortunately, it is entirely possible. But thank you for saying so. I've got all sorts of fantasies queued up for every night. But no matter how much material I feed my brain, I never seem to carry that blissed out, warm feeling into my dreams. I tried getting into lucid dreaming for the longest time, actually. I practiced for years. But it never worked for me, not once. Really? Ugh, I'm so jealous. It must be wonderful getting to choose what you see when you close your eyes at night. But there's no point in dwelling on it. It's just not in the cards for me. Ah, well. My lucid dreaming attempts are long behind me now. I do wish I could get a little peace at night, that's all. Yeah, you're right. I just need to keep trying. Well, what can you do, hmm? Maybe I'll take up meditation. See you tonight, then? Me too.
It's Lucinda Lavish. She seems to enjoy this hijacking of your intentions.
Tell me, lover, what should we get up to now? I love talking about myself. I'm Lucinda Lavish. I'm the extra cool DLC character who is, well, not really a dateable object per se, but more of a different thing. You know what I mean? That's a good way of looking at it. But, you know, when you put the question to me like, what am I? It just kind of seems so frivolous. Boy, I'm really messing this up, huh? Yeah. Ugh. Why am I laughing so much? This isn't funny. It's always easier when you're playing a role, I feel. When you know what the boundaries are. This kind of just seems a little out of my wheelhouse. Oh. You're right. Shit. I'm gonna go.
And with that, she is gone. As soon as you chance upon Bobby's newest location, you find Betty already speaking with them.
Bobby! Is that you?
You know me?
Little Bobby Pin. Look at you now. You've changed so much.
Well, yeah. I'm not a little pin anymore, you know?
No, you certainly aren't. You've really come into your own, haven't you?
Why do you have to say it like that? I'm a grown pin! And beyond that, I'm a goddamn gangster!
Oh, you certainly are. Look at you.
She pinches Bobby's cheek, which really...
Hey! Stop that!
Your family has been worried sick about you, you know. You should stop into the bathroom and see them before you go.
I will! Wait. You know my family?
Of course I do. They come through here all the time, you know, talking about their sweet Bobby. I knew you when you were just a little thing. One pin among many. Even then, you were special.
Gangsters don't have feelings. But if I did, I'd be real touched.
Bobby's gaze falls upon you.
All right, that's enough reminiscing. I got business to run.
I'll just bet you do. Take care, sweetheart.
Yeah. You too.
Bobby sits at the edge of the bed, looking unusually thoughtful. They pat the spot next to them, inviting you to take a seat.
There you are, rookie. Have a seat. Yeah, I'm all right. Just weird being back here so close to where I grew up. You know, I haven't been back to see my family since I got sucked up by Hoove. I will. I just haven't gotten up the courage yet. That's real nice of you to offer, but I gotta do it on my own. It's not about, like, who I am. You know what I mean? My family's always been real accepting. I think they knew I was meant for more than being another one of the crowd in there. That's the problem, too. They're so accepting. If I come home and I haven't made shit of myself, they're all gonna pat me on the back and ruffle my hair. They're gonna say, "Oh, our sweet baby Bobby, our angel, you're perfect just the way you are." Yeah, it is. It feels like failing. I spend all this time away from my family. If I come home and I haven't made anything of myself, I don't know. As sweet as they are, it just kind of hurts worse, you know? It'd be easier if they were nightmares. If they just yelled at me and let me be angry. Knowing they'd be happy no matter what I do. I don't know. Am I making any sense here? Well, if I don't, who will? How else am I gonna make something of myself? Nobody else is gonna do it. I want my family to be proud of me, not just cool with me. So I gotta be a little hard on myself. Otherwise, I won't have no kind of pressure on myself at all. And then I'll just do nothing. I hope you're right, friend. But I don't really believe it.
Bobby stands, dusting their hands off. From what, you're not sure, but they seem to think it makes them look cool.
All right, rookie. That's enough wasting time talking about feelings. I got one more place to check out. I think it's a real winner. You can find all kind of extreme temperatures there. Hot, cold, and all kinds of work happens there. See you there.
Betty is already speaking to someone else when you walk in. There is an easiness to their dynamic.
We've been over this so many times, Betty. You know how I feel about that.
I just need some time, all right?
Why should a bed as gorgeous and free as you be so worked up over anyone else's opinion of her? You could snap your fingers and have 10 lovers here in 2 seconds.
I could.
And have.
Benoit, stop it. But honestly, you know it's not about sex. I can get that just fine. But that feeling of falling asleep in the arms of someone you love, there's nothing else like it.
Benoit's gaze leaves Betty's face to land upon your own. They give you a smile that feels as if they know all your secrets. When Betty turns to see you, she goes from surprise to happy in record time, and Benoit places a gentle hand on her shoulder before they walk off.
Just think about what I told you.
Oh, I was just talking to Benoit. Benoit and I are just very good friends. With benefits, of course. Well, sure, though, gosh. I wish you hadn't heard that. It's just a really specific sort of loneliness, you know? I'm sure you didn't come here just to hear tales of my sex life. What can I do for you, honey? Did you want to relax? Maybe take a nap? Get to know me better? Why? Oh, I don't know. It can be hot to sleep with someone you know nothing about. And of course, some people fear intimacy. And getting to know people is a step on the road to intimacy. Well, you know what I am. You know I'm a free spirit. What else can I tell you about me? Oh gosh. Why did it have to be that question? It's all so silly, you know.
She sighs wistfully, looking somewhere past you.
Sometimes it feels as if those sorts of relationships are only for books, you know. But I can never quite seem to get there. Perhaps I've been standing in my own way. That's it. That's all. Just loneliness. Haven't you ever been afraid of ruining a good thing? I'm just not ready yet.
There's an undercurrent of sadness in Betty's eyes, something much bigger weighing on her that she seems uninterested in divulging.
Oh, it's almost time for book club, if you'll excuse me.
Dasha is lifting an enormous stack of papers over her head, standing on one leg, barely breaking a sweat. She drops them as soon as she sees you.
It is going excellent now that you have arrived. After all, today we have practice date. Even if it is fake date, that is nice to hear. I have not heard these kinds of gentle words in some time. Blin, you are making me blush, which means it is time for subject change. All right, here we are on our first date. Where have you chosen to take me? Ah, yes, the bowling alley. The sound of the ball striking the pins, the shine of the grease upon the floor, the smell of years and years of cigarettes and pizza. Is there any more romantic place? Off we go then, in our imaginations, to the bowling alley. Here we are at the bowling alley. It is time to rent stylish bowling shoes. We are approaching shoe counter. The clerk looks us both in the eye and asks what we need. What will you do? Yes, very good. No judgment or embarrassment. Feet are only feet after all. It is not the size of the foot, but the amount of ass kicked that counts. Excellent. Simply excellent. It is time to use ancient bowling alley computer to input our names in time-honored bowling custom. What do you put for our names? Oh, yes. Adorable. Sweet. Just lovely. This is excellent move to begin date. You will capture my... the date's heart in no time. We are bowling, and you've just hit strike. How do you react? You kiss me? No, I think I understand. You would dip a strong desk like me? Like I am delicate maiden? Well, it depends on how well the date is going, I guess. I must think about this. Whew. Is it me, or is it hot in this imaginary bowling alley? Please, let us speak of something else. Very good. You are becoming quite the charmer. There is always more to learn. We will continue next time. See you again.
My faithful traveler, you have returned. Ever faithful. I knew it. And it looks like our mutual friend Dasha is joining us today.
I am ready to perform feats of strength with my imagination.
She claps you on the back just a little too hard.
Do not worry, my friend. Dasha's brain muscles are just as strong as real muscles. You are sure to succeed in your ventures, with Guardian Yekaterina Dmitrievna Petrova at your side.
I prefer to call them adventures, but to each their own.
I use detect evildoers to find any villains nearby.
We haven't started yet, my dear. One moment. Before we start, here's your character sheet. You will be playing Miles Cypress, a troubadour from the mean streets of Cantalopia. You have taken up a new home in Decor, which is ruled by the House of Knives.
Ooh, I am ready to grotto and gargoyle.
You start the game with 50 hit points. If you reach 0, your adventure ends. Don't worry about reading the sheet too much. I'll keep track of your health and letting you know what you can do. Now tell me, are you ready? Woohoo! We start our adventure at night. The wind is whistling through the tall trees at the edge of town, carrying with them the smell of pine and possibility. Most of the shops in Decor have closed for the night, but that doesn't mean the town is asleep. Far from it. Near the center of town, right off the cobblestoned path, is the Countertop Tavern. Music pours from the open windows as you stand on the small wooden stage, having just finished one of your specialty songs. What are you saying to the crowd? I guess that'll work. You're just warming up. It's okay. Let's continue.
Your music is decent. Very good.
You exit the stage and find your seat at the bar. The bartender slides you a red ale. You spin around in your seat, hand out in anticipation for the tankard. It slides firmly into your hand. As you sip your drink, a hooded figure sits next to you at the bar. Without looking at you, they simply ask, "Can you swing as well as you can sing?" They notice you try to see who they are. They pull their hood closer and slide you a thick gold coin with the stamp of the Butcher Block on it. The Butcher Block are the not-so-secret guard of the Knives Monarch. If they have come to you, it is serious business. With this, they rise from their seat and they move to the stairs. They pause briefly, making sure to lock eyes with you before ascending the steps. You toss back your drink and you follow. People have noticed the moment and start to whistle and hoot. You play it up! The whole crowd cheers you on, thinking that your sonic serenade has helped you score. At the top of the stairs, you see the hooded figure slide into your room. You follow carefully. When you open the door, you see they have pulled their hood back, exposing their face. Before you is a gorgeous human. It is disarming. Why would anyone so beautiful cover their face?
Perhaps it is trap. A role to seduce this beautiful human, just to be sure.
That won't be necessary, Dasha. They're looking expectantly at you, Miles. Buttering up the GM does not grant you advantage on skill checks, but it is appreciated. Once you have closed the door, they say, as a member of the Butcher Block and in direct response to the needs of the House of Knives, we have a task for you. The Prince of Knives, Nakiri, has been kidnapped. We know that the evil Grand Vashir has him. They are planning to sacrifice him to their god, Cleaver.
Sacrifice? This sounds unsafe.
You should rest up. Tomorrow is a big day. This is so much fun, isn't it?
Yes, I wish to continue.
Woohoo! I'm really enjoying myself, too. Where were we? You get a full night's rest and a hearty breakfast. You get a boost of 20 health for the day. You, Troubadour, are ready to go save the prince.
Yekaterina will eat hearty breakfast as well. Breakfast is most important meal of the day. I am ready for action.
As you head out towards the great kitchen sinkhole, you have a pep in your step and greet the people in the market. They laugh and joke about your performance the night before. The thought of the Prince of Knives in trouble worries you, and you know you need to make haste. You have seen the prince once before, and the thought of him floods your mind. He is handsome, sharp-dressed, and has carved a place in your memory. To sing for him would be a dream come true. To serenade him in private would be... Ooh. You walk faster at the thought. That pep in your step has become a borderline power walk. As you walk past the town gates, you notice that 2 people are behind you. Maybe they are just traveling as well. Still, you can't be too sure. You pass a fork that goes to a neighboring town. They don't turn off. You remember the messenger from last night warning of a mole within the block. Could they have found out already? Has your cover been blown? What do? You take a hard right turn into the tall grass field next to you. The 2 people behind you continue on the path. You breathe a sigh of relief to think you were just being paranoid.
They could not handle Yekaterina. My aura of strength has frightened them off.
But then, you feel the tall grass next to you move. You stop, trying to find where the rustle is coming from. That's when you realize it's coming from all around you. Out of the tall grass, you are attacked by a small lizard thing that bites at you. Stop! 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 It's a Knobgoblin. You can either swing at it with your trusty club, or you can perform a stunning song. Shocked at your glorious voice. With the Knobgoblin behind you, you find the main road and head towards the Great Kitchen Sinkhole. The road is packed well, and your feet seem to find flight on it. The sun is high, and the warmth of the day is complemented by the smells coming from the woods ahead of you. As you cross into the trees, the canopy above blocks the light from touching much of the forest floor. The coolness of the shade hits your skin, and you smile.
If only we could stay in this beautiful place. It's like painting in my mind.
You remember what it was like to play your music for the trees. This is where you learned the art of song. From the birds, the bees, the crickets, and the chipmunks. You don't know what is ahead of you in the kitchen sinkhole. That makes you anxious. You take a moment, letting the breeze push through the trees and over your body. What is on your mind right now? You open your eyes, looking around until you find a stump that is at a good sitting height. There is an understanding that you must get to the sinkhole quickly, but you have time, and you want to be centered when you get there. Taking out your lyre, you begin to strum. Your fingers pluck the strings softly at first, but then you close your eyes and let the music take you over. The tune that floats through the air is one you have never played before, but it comes to you as if it were a memory. Birds and other critters fall silent to listen. The blades of grass seem to lean in toward you. Leaves suspend in air before they fall, just so they can take in the music.
Yekaterina will do very sexy and impressive sword dance. The birds and other critters are enchanted by my moves.
And then, a branch cracks, breaking you from your playing. You see nothing for a moment as you sit and listen. And then, someone moves from behind a tree. As the person comes into view, you instantly know who it is. Adorned in jewels befitting of royalty, but clothes set for a hike, the eyes of a powerful royal meet yours. The warrior Queen Slycelia stands before you, glass magic staff in hand, a smile on her face. Fear not. I come with no harm in my heart. She stops you. Do not speak my title or name in this place. I fear the canopy may have ears, and my being here should be kept secret. May I ask what brings such a soul as yours to these woods? A true hero you will be if you help to save my precious boy. I have a confession. I did not trust the butcher block to have found someone who could accomplish the task. I was going to risk my life to save him. But I have heard your voice, and I can tell your magical song, when augmented to cause pain, could cut just as sharply as a blade. Allow me to accompany you. My crown means nothing without my child. With me by your side, the arcane threads of this world will be at your disposal as well. The Queen has already scouted the area. As you come to the edge of the woods, you see the silver sands of the kitchen sinkhole, and she motions with her head to the left of where you are standing. She summons a gust of wind, and the loose brush on the ground moves to the side, revealing a trail. This is how they have moved supplies in and out. Before you can respond, she takes off down the path.
We must hurry after...
As you follow her, you notice it quickly dips into an unexpected valley. As you round the corner, you see a small group of guards surrounding the mouth of a cave. I will follow your lead and support you in your actions. What shall we do? Looking at your song list, it looks like you know the songs of Sleepy Time, Eardrum Wrecking, and Seduction. You strum the beginning chords of a lullaby. The guards hear it, instantly heading towards you, but before they can reach you, they collapse on the ground. Queen Slycelia reaches out with her staff, and roots respond. They wrap around the sleeping guards, holding them to the ground. They aren't going anywhere when they wake up.
I will remove whatever weapons they hold. That way, they are useless once they awaken.
The path to the cave is clear, and you just know this is where you will find the prince. As you enter the cave, you find that it leads toward a metal-lined hallway. Red power bounces off the surfaces of the walls, and energy and heat. You look over to the queen. Her face stern, her eyes focused. Somehow, the sweat rolling down her face looks complementary to her features. Suddenly, she stops. No, this isn't right. She takes off, her gait widening as she races through the tunnel. You struggle to keep up until you almost run into her as she stops at the mouth of a large room.
She should be more careful. Blocking the exit is fire hazard.
As you look into the room, you see the prince. But you also see the outline of someone everyone would know. It can't be, the queen says almost to herself. Cleaver, is that you?
Hello, my darling.
The figure rumbles as he kneels in front of a bonfire in the middle of the room.
The queen has come to be with her king, yes?
So, sexy queen is not single?
As the figure stands, you take in King Cleaver, king of the knives, as flames dance across his face. So glad this campaign is going well. King Cleaver stands before you, stripped of his royal garb. His muscles are coated with a layer of sweat as he basks in the light of the fire. The prince, in a cage in the corner of the room, is blocked in by a pulsing red energy surrounding it. A low growl escapes the king's mouth.
You interrupted the incantation. I'll have to start again after you perish.
My love, what are you doing? Something is not right with you.
If only you had stayed away, my love. You wouldn't have to witness the work that must be done. you also wouldn't have to die.
What has possessed my husband to cause him to speak like this? By what manner of evil do you move through this world? The king tilts his head, still looking into the flames, and... before I begin, this is where I monologue. I know, it's silly, but I've been working hard on it, and I'd love for you to experience your first big bad guy monologue.
Do you know how long this realm has had a king? For millennia. Before history can be noted as beginning, this land has always been ruled by a strong-willed king. And not just any king. The only king. Me.
The king turns around, and his face looks hollow in the firelight. His eyes are glowing with a sinister glow. The queen lets out a gasp and goes to move toward him. Your reflexes kick in before you realize it, and you put up your arm to stop her. She heeds your protest.
And for millennia, someone in the royal line has vanished. Either at war or out at sea. Some tragedy has fallen to a young member of the family, and the kingdom has mourned for a time. And queens would die, and kings would pass of a broken heart, and a new king would take the throne. Always some cousin or uncle from a small parcel of land no one had heard of. Always of humble means, always young, always handsome, always me. And all I have ever needed is the blood of my line to rejuvenate me, and for my inner circle to make sure the butcher block failed in their search. It's a shame we only had one child, my darling. You could have kept the other one, but I need him sadly. I don't suppose you can keep on loving me after this, can you?
A smile twists across his face. Absolutely not. I shall never love you again.
What a pity. I guess you must die here as well.
The king launches himself at you. What do you do? You push off the ground with all your might, flying out of the way just in time before the king comes crashing down where you stood.
I hold my sword like a baseball bat, ready to swing at him.
He sees the move coming and shifts out of the way.
Lynn, I was ready to hit home run.
Crack! The queen lets lightning surge through her staff as she cracks it against the head of her husband. Quickly, she yells, get my son! Cleaver turns to her, ready to strike her down with his claws. What do you do?
Ooh, whatever you choose, Yekaterina will help.
You whip around and shoot a sonic blast toward the king. It pushes him back, causing him to fly across the room and smack into the wall for... You did 40 damage to him, and he is stunned. The queen gives you a quick nod before flinging a spell at the cage. Her power serves as the final straw, as the energy dissipates and the prince is able to escape. The prince runs toward the queen, and they embrace, but the king recovers.
You will both die!
He is a figment of himself, overtaken by rage. He launches himself at the two while they hold each other. The queen raises a hand, trying to summon an arcane shield. It might not come in time.
Can I reach them in time?
Do you have a reaction that doubles your speed?
I do not.
Shucks.
It looks like it is up to you, Miles. Yekaterina cannot help you.
What do you do? You close your eyes, and your mind goes back to the forest. Only this time, you hear the steady, growing roar of a river ripping through the landscape. You open your mouth, and out comes the sound wave. The room shakes, and everything rumbles. Sonic fury is pouring out of your mouth, and the deluge is monumental. So much so that the sand from the surface begins to seep in. A large chunk of metal from the room falls and hits the king midair. Sand quickly starts to follow, filling the room. This place is going to collapse. We have to move now, the Queen demands.
Ekaterina is too strong and sexy to die here.
You sprint past the king, struggling against the deluge of sand piling on top of him. No! He cries out. I cannot die here!
But you will, evildoer!
As all four of you run toward the exit, you never look back as the sand pours in. You stand outside, not with a queen and a prince, but with a mother and her son. They hold each other in the silence that follows the collapse. Slowly, the crickets start again. The night fills with the sounds of life. You are safe. You are all safe. With the prince safe, you make your way to Cantalopia together. It is there that you find a member of the Butcher Block you can trust, vouched for by the prince. The news of the immortal king and his destruction spread. Many begin to question the position of the royal family in their lives and as their rulers. The queen, now free to rule as she pleases, works to make amends with those who have lost their faith in the crown. And you get what was promised to you. You are set up in the royal court. You play for large events and gain fame. But it is more the intimate moments where you are playing your lyre by the fireside with the queen nodding along, and the prince creating lyrics on the fly. Those are the moments you live for. For now, you want for nothing. You are happy. You are well. You are a hero.
Thank you for running this beautiful game for us, Chance. Ekaterina will live on in my mind.
You were amazing! The way you just... Sorry. I'm just so excited with how much fun we just had. I'm floored by you. Listen, that was pretty much perfect for me. You are pretty much perfect to me. And if you are ever wanting to roleplay again, in any way, let me know. We can move from the character sheets to the, other sheets. Yeah, I'd like that. Until next time, you mighty hero, I'll be waiting for your epic return.
There's a supernatural darkness around your bed when you enter. A strange void that makes you feel slightly uneasy. This appears to be a living nightmare. There's almost no other way to phrase it.
You really don't think you could do it?
Is that really something you want? It would be fun for me, but I don't think it's really your thing.
I didn't?
What was it you said? Oh yeah, it was, oh God, why are you doing that? Is that really necessary? Now that's just excessive.
I remember it differently.
You weren't even watching. You were looking through the cracks of your fingers. Give it up, Betty. My work is not for you, and that's all right.
Nightmare's gaze falls to you then, and you feel a shiver run down your spine.
Boo.
Nightmare dissipates, but the air of dread that accompanies her takes a little while to clear. Betty sighs, her shoulders slumping.
Oh, guess I should have seen that coming. Well, maybe. I just thought maybe if I had nightmares, I already sleep poorly. But maybe in a nightmare I could find some small moments of joy with my beloved. Nightmare doesn't usually take requests. But since we're such good friends, I figured maybe she'd give me a sexy nightmare. Me too. Okay, See how this strikes you. I'm being hunted by some unseen monster or being. My heart is racing. My knees are weak. I'm stumbling and tripping as I go. I fall, and I close my eyes knowing the end is coming. But I don't die. I turn to see my beloved standing over me, a bloody knife in their hand. I'm saved. And I thank my rescuer in the only way I know how. A toe-curling kiss. But then, I'm on my back again, and my beloved's hand wraps around my neck. I can't breathe. I can't cry out. I can't make a sound. We'll be together forever, they whisper, raising the knife high in the air. I wake in a cold sweat, alone and afraid. There. You see? Right? That's a pretty tame example. But there's all sorts of possibilities. Nightmare really seems to think I shouldn't be bothering with all this dream stuff. She thinks there's a much simpler solution to my problems. But I don't know who she is to talk anyway. She has the same problem I do. She just deals with it differently. It's not my place to say. Please, let's forget I said any of that. Thank you so much. I'm already having trouble sleeping. I don't need betraying a friend's trust on my conscience. It's funny, I was just thinking of you. It seems like that happens a lot, honestly. I think of you, and here you are. It's a shame I can't seem to manage that at night. I haven't been the most subtle, have I? But I guess I should just say it. You're the one I've hoped to see in my dreams. My beloved. The one who tortures me with your proximity. Please, don't pretend to be surprised. For years, it's been just you and I here. And I've had to watch you sleep with that angelic look on your face. When I was at the warehouse, I never had this problem. But the day I was delivered to you, you laid down. And I knew right away I was in trouble. You don't know what it means to me to hear that from you. It's what I was made for, you know? I've had my share of partners over the years. I'm a free bed, you know. But I'm at my best when I'm in love. And since the day I became yours, I haven't had a good night's sleep. I know it's a lot to lay at your feet. Especially knowing we have to sleep together night after night. But I don't know if I can keep this to I know it's a lot to digest, so I'll give you some space to sleep tonight and we can talk tomorrow. Or please, just give yourself the night. Even if you think you know what you'll say. And sleep well tonight.
For once, Bobby isn't in the middle of a conversation or cheerily posturing when...
You made it! Welcome to the future site of the Pin Crime Family HQ. You could tell, huh? Guess there's no point in keeping it in any longer. I've been all over this damn house. I had so many ideas for schemes. But what's the point? This is a house, not some bustling metropolis full of suckers. We all have the same shit. We all share the same space. You can't share space with your suckers. That shit is awkward as hell. You know, I spent all my time locked up thinking about all the ways I was gonna make money, all the ways I was gonna make my family see I wasn't just little Bobby Pin anymore. I was gonna be somebody. Now that I'm here, I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to do with myself.
Bobby follows your gaze to the door where you keep your iron.
You're on! Watch the master at work, rookie.
Bobby sets to work at the lock, closing their eyes and holding one hand before their back.
Wait, actually, I can do you one better.
They contort themselves into all sorts of knots, closing their eyes and twisting themselves into the keyhole without the use of their hands at all. It's a sight so bizarre you wonder if perhaps you ought to have taken off the deviators. A bobby pin fitting into a keyhole would have been far less disturbing to witness.
What's all this then?
What are you, the fuzz?
On the door.
Well, buzz off and open already. Trying to show off my world-class lockpicking skills to my associate here.
I suppose you're harmless. If you want to see the wizard, go right ahead.
How'd you like that shit, huh? Ha! I told you.
Wow! Now that's what I call showmanship.
Ha! How many times am I gonna get startled in this damn house?
My apologies, friend. I meant no harm. I only wanted to commend you for the commensurate showmanship you showed there. I mean, those twists and feats of dexterity. Audiences love a thrill like that.
They do?
Of course they do. Trust me. I was in there the entire time, wondering, an iron like me can't be locked behind just any sort of lock.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and even though I have no problem retaining an audience's attention myself, none whatsoever, why, just imagine the sorts of heights we could reach with you as a part of my act.
Wait, really? You mean I could be part of your magic show?
Most certainly. Just imagine it. You and I pulling off daring escapes. Me, the world-famous magician. You, my bright-eyed young assistant, pulling in the younger crowd.
I could be famous. I could really be somebody. Hell yeah, I'll be part of your act.
Splendid!
I just gotta wind up some business first, if you don't mind giving me a minute.
Naturally.
I can't believe what just happened. I wasn't expecting all this. Us? Well, look, maybe it's better we don't work together. After all, it'd make the huge crush I have on you kind of awkward. Power dynamics and all that, The Pin Crime family has standards, ethics. I'd have to submit all this paperwork to HR, What a pain in the ass. You're telling me you couldn't tell? You never felt that crazy electricity between the two of us? I was trying to stay cool. But I was gonna blow at some point. Better we don't have all that baggage in our way now. Of course it's not just you. This shit was mutual, baby. Anyone could see it. Can you imagine our suckers trying to let us scam them? Meanwhile, we're making eyes at each other the whole time? Disgusting. Oh, you like being watched? Interesting. I'll have to remember that. But in the meantime, I guess I got some rehearsing to do for my new gig. You wanna come with? I can get you a backstage pass. Hell yeah!
Bobby offers you their arm, and as you walk forward together, you're struck by just how good it feels to be partners, ready to support Bobby in their exciting new venture, and receive their support in turn. As you watch Bobby perform, you're deeply proud to call them your beloved. When they turn to smile at you in the crowd, they make you feel as if you're the only one in the room.
Give it all up for you in a heartbeat, baby.
You wish to continue going on practice dates with myself? For me? Now, this is You have mastered practice data. You have shown that you are more than ready to sail the seas of love. Dasha, however, is not ready for such a conversation. There is much on my mind, and you deserve my mind to be clear. Please, come find me again soon. Yes? In the meantime, I must clear the confusion and uncertainty from my mind with lift!
Hey, cool kid. Good to see you again. Wait right here. Beverly, come here. She told me to let her know next time you came by.
Is she back?
Yep, right here.
There you are. Listen, I know that Freddy here has been giving you some good advice on food. He told me about your spicy session.
Just helping her elevate those leftovers.
That's what I like about you, Freddy. Always thinking about how to make things better. But you know what every good meal should have? A drink. That's the spirits. Freddy, be a dear and bust out some ice.
Bev knows what pairs with everything.
I have the perfect thing. A nice Pinot Noir. I could grab a bottle right now if you want. What do you think, Freddy?
I leave that up to the cool kid. What do you think?
Great. Let me grab some glasses.
Look at us, sharing a drink with the coolest person around.
Freddy's bushy eyebrows raise. He looks taken aback, but not horrified by the idea.
A date? I hadn't thought about it like that. Is that something you would ever want to do? Huh, I mean...
Okay, here we go.
Here's to you, cool kid.
You raise the glass up, inspecting it in silence for a few...
What the hell is she doing?
Hey, cool kid, eating glass isn't cool.
I'll watch my words from now on.
It's okay, Bev. We're just...
Looks like it. It's funny, there was a time where people didn't pair their... I like to call those the Dark Ages. But with how much ice our Yeti friend here can hold, I don't see why anyone wouldn't shake up a drink with every meal. Hey, I just had an idea for a drink. White wine, ice, lime, sugar, bird's eye chili. I gotta get mixing. Back to the bar. But next time you talk leftovers, let me help you complete the meal.
Beverly sure is chill. I like being around her. But anytime she comes by, I've got to get to making more ice. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by. Before you go, you want a little something to nibble on? I'm saving a piece of chocolate just for you. You know, a sweet for the sweet. I try. Okay, I gotta get to work. See you around.
Your mirror has done its job dutifully over the years.
Oh, incredible.
Amir throws his arms out to stop you, gesturing to you to stay where you are.
No. Don't move. A step back into the light. Yes. Breathtaking. Look at you. Do you see how well I can frame your face from this angle? You are glowing. When you are accustomed to the extraordinary, even the extraordinary appears mundane. That is fine. You can guess. But I will know, and I am happy to show you again anytime you need. Yes, I am for reals. I am standing right here in front of you. Are you for reals? You come to me with any doubt about what I see so clearly. Your radiance. It is possible you are not for reals. I understand that. It can be difficult. But for you, tell me, what do you see that I do not see that makes this doubt recur for you? The sign of a busy mind. That fatigue you see speaks to your many accomplishments. Still, rest is vital for your health. Best to make some time for that, don't you think? Ah, but the spark has been lit. You'll see. We will just have to fan those flames until they're a great, big, beautiful, rolling flame, won't we? Stop by any time. I'm happy to admire your beauty any day.
It feels strange to walk into your bedroom with so much tension in the air. After all, this is where you go to relax and recharge. But you told Betty you'd give her the day to consider a confession. And now she waits for you, seated at the bed like usual. You're struck by the realization that no matter what happens here, everything will change from here on out.
Thank you for coming. I hope you got a good night's rest. Oh, thank you for saying so. I slept even worse than I normally do these days. I had too much on my mind. And there's too much at stake here. I suppose there's no point in beating around the bush here, is there? What do you think? Of me? Oh my god, really? You really feel the same? I can't believe this is happening. I always thought this was a fantasy I'd take to the junkyard. Don't you worry your sweet little head about that. I don't expect you to sleep with me every night, or ever. And you being with me doesn't mean you can't be with others. I have my own fun, after all. I'm just so happy we can be together now. I honestly don't even know where to begin. I feel like I know you so well, but I want to get to know you better. And you must want to know me better. After all, I've only ever been a place for you to lay your head at night. You've never seen me for who I truly am until now. Tell me what you want from me, my love. All I want to do is make you happy. Aren't you just a darling? Well, if you don't mind then, after all, I have you to myself every night. But a date in the daytime? Nothing would make me happier. Where shall we go? Ooh, I love the sound of that.
As you walk through the house with Betty on your arm, you attract quite a bit of attention. Eyes are on you in every room, or so it seems. For her part, Betty seems deeply pleased to be seen with you. She smiles at some, she waves at others. Sometimes, she seems like she wouldn't be out of place on a parade float. But when you finally arrive in the kitchen, you're mostly alone.
Ooh, what's this now?
It's exactly what it looks like, honey.
You two creating scandal together?
A little more than that, I hope.
My. A bed bedding their owner? How truly scandalous. What a titillating pair you make.
Feel free to tell the entire house.
Ooh, and shameless to boot. Enjoy, lovers. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
That's not much, is it? Oh, don't pay him any mind. Scandalabra just loves a bit of gossip. I really don't care what we eat. I'm just so happy to be here with you. With that said, what did you have in mind for us, Sugar? Oh my. I didn't know you were taking me to a steakhouse.
Betty hangs on your every move as you prepare your meal. You're not used to having company in the kitchen, but it's been quite nice. Every slice, every stir, every sprinkle of seasoning has Betty enraptured. You've never felt like such a culinary god, even if you know you've got it in you. It's hard to resist showing off for Betty, just a little.
Ooh, what are you gonna do with that meat, baby? Ooh.
By the time you present Betty with your meal, you wonder if she'll have anything left in the tank to praise the food, but your concerns are unfounded. She takes a bite of steak, and the sound she makes leads you to wonder if you've not actually fallen asleep and landed in some food-themed adult film in your dreams.
Oh. Yes. Yes. Consider me pleased, Sugar. You really are good with your hands, aren't you? I wanted to have a nice date, but I really think I'm gonna need to retire to the bedroom after this. Maybe we can continue this there. Lead the way.
Climbing the stairs to your bedroom with a bed holding your hand feels strange, in the best way. You've slept with Betty for years, but never truly slept with her. After tonight, you'll never look at your bed the same way. Your room becomes a tangle of sheets, of bodies twisted into new and exciting positions. When you finally do go to bed, you sleep better than you can ever recall. Betty's soft warmth surrounding you, even in your dreams. This truly feels like the start of something beautiful.
Hey, I've been hoping you might come by. I've been practicing this real dangerous trick, and my concentration's shot. A little smooch could help me focus, you know.
When your lips meet, that ultra-cool facade Bobby's so carefully cultivated fades away immediately. They melt in your embrace, still smiling dreamily when you finally...
Woo-hoo! All right. I thought that was gonna help, but I'm more distracted than ever now. We're just gonna have to get together later. All right, babe? Me too. See you soon. Hey, it's you. What's up?
The great Bobini! Our training awaits.
Ah, beans. Honey, I changed my name. I'm Bobby Sticky Fingers now.
What?
I gotta scram for a bit. This ironing board guy, he's a lot.
Yeah, Do not be alarmed. Afraid, perhaps, for the greatest mystery yet awaits. You have ventured onto the path less traveled. A path where no thing is sure, where the unknown is the only certainty. You, unfortunate soul, have stumbled into my fearsome presence. It is I, Ronaldini, the great and terrible. Ha ha ha! Forgive me. I too easily forget the terrifying effect my astounding illusions can have on mere mortals. Calm yourself. Sigh. Gaze into my eyes. Find the strength inside, and comfort will follow.
Comfort did not follow, and you pass out, filled to the brim with illusions.
You wish to continue going on practice dates with myself? Here are the potential locations for these dates. Here we are. Shall we share appetizer, dear date? Huh? Pretty smart. Me? Perhaps you are meaning someone else? This imaginary restaurant is filled with people, like herring in the barrel, as my father always said. Perhaps our waitress has impressed you with her pretty smile? Oh, well, that is one way to impress your date. But sharing appetizer is also an excellent way to get close. Whew. Let us move on. Our food has arrived, and I am eating my steak with great enthusiasm. What do you do next? That is the way. There is no greater joy than gazing lovingly into your date's eyes and taking a bite of food from their plate. Romance, spark, sensual generosity. Top marks. And now, our final question. The waiter walks in with bill and sets it on table between us. What do you do? Oh, it is like that, is it? You think you are faster than Dasha. You think you have gotten the better of me. You have started down dark path, my friend. One you are not prepared for, I think. The date is not real, but the slight to my honor is very real. Watch your back. And we dine together next. You are in for it. There is always more to learn. We will continue next time. See you again.
You're back! Honestly, I wasn't entirely sure you'd come. I mean, I know we saw each other several times earlier today when you were checking your work email, and then again when you zoned out on that viral video site for 3 hours, but I didn't really get to see you, you know? I just mean, I really appreciate that you returned to interface with me like this. Well, I know actually showing up probably wasn't easy. And I know there was some tension regarding how we disengaged from our previous interfacing session. I must say, though, You are looking quite attractive. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder. And when it comes to you, that's absolutely the case. Look, do you wish to know the truth? The truth is, I had dalliances, yes. But ultimately, that's all that they were. And no matter what I was doing and who I was with, I never stopped thinking about one thing. You. My CPU never stopped ruminating on the intricate way you organize your file structure. Or the sensual way you clean your keyboard with that old Q-tip. And most of all, I never stopped thinking about the sweet, sweet way you double-click. I missed you. With every integrated circuit in my RAM. But my question for you is, did you miss me too? I am so incredibly delighted to hear that. This brings me to my second and far more important question. In the same way you upgraded my operating system, do you want to upgrade the status of this relationship? Don't answer yet. Think hard on it for a moment, and when you're ready, type your response into this programming terminal. Just choose an option and I will comply. You want to be together? Oh, you're gonna make my CPU overload with excitement. It's true, we've been staring at each other for years, but it took this experience together to finally take our relationship to the next level. And I'm so happy to embark on that journey with you. You make my CPU overheat, baby. I do believe your love makes me jump for joy. I do believe your love makes me jump for joy.
When you smile at me like that, I can do anything.
And it's... Nat 20!
Come and give me a little snuggle, lover.